always agree or disagree with people, right? Like there are some things that you can say, oh yeah, we agree on that. And there are some things you're like, nah, brother, you are so off. And this podcaster is one of those people. This is how I think about him. Like so many times he says something really harsh and in a really mean way. And I'm like, no, we could see it differently. And I don't kind of agree. That sounds so icky. But then on other hands, I'm like, yeah, you know what? There is truth in that. I still don't like the way he says it, but there is truth in it.
What community has the least access to wealth? It's black people.
And whose fault is that? Black people. Bro, you just told me this is why nobody fucking takes black people serious, man. Like, this is crazy. Like,
I'm gonna let him go next because you have so much circular logic.
Over policing.
This was a fantastic opportunity to make myself dumb.
No, dude, this is literally why everyone laughs.
He's like, this is a fantastic opportunity to make myself dumb. And he's like, bye-bye, I'm out of here. The guy is still talking and trying to explain why. And he's like, nah, victimhood. I'm out.
I said fucking blacks. I don't know if you saw a bunch of niggas in the back are laughing at you. Like, all you got is excuses and complaints as to why you're a fucking failure. How is it that people come here from Africa, don't speak the language, and figure it out and become successful? Meanwhile, we got these guys coming around, oh, more racism. And this is why people laugh at the black community, because all they do is victim.
To be honest, I don't know how harsh it is, the situation with being a black person raised in America. I am not one, I cannot speak for such a person, but to see that they are always saying or making excuses that the education system is not on their side, or when it comes to work and opportunities that they don't have the same opportunities. I mean, if that is the case, this should be really called out. Specific brands should be called out, specific firms, companies that do such things, because I think it's not true. I genuinely haven't heard actual specific examples of such racism. Like even in Germany or in Europe, we still do hear that a lot of blacks tend to go to crime and not get educated, or have the opportunity but not take it seriously. A lot of schools with only black children, they mistreat teachers or they mistreat each other. And I don't know what fails who and how far this goes and where it needs to change. But I also don't think I'm the right person to speak about it. If you're a black person living in America, let me know more about it in the comments down below, and maybe you can educate us.
Fuck fat people. That's another thing I forgot to say. Obesity is completely unacceptable. I don't know how we don't make fun of fat people more. We need to bring back fat shaming. We need to bring back fat shaming and slut shaming. This country would instantly improve if the fat dudes lost weight and the women got back in the kitchen.
If I was not sitting down, I would need to sit down right now. Honestly, you guys, I think that fat shaming in itself is bad, but also like this fat positivity movement is bad. Saying that obese people are completely fine and it is not bad for them to be obese, it doesn't hinder their life in any kind of way, is actually pretty wrong. But also there are cases where people are fat because they have some health issues and they cannot do anything about it. They try their best, and even with the medication that they are offered in today's time, it's not enough. So really, like, fat shaming without knowing the background of someone is pretty mean. Just bullying someone for doing something or existing and not being able to do anything about it is just pure mean. But I do understand what he wants to say. We need more healthy people. We need to not bring shame, but also make it clear that we can say that something is not good for you without being harassed for it, without being called the villain. If you see a person who in other kind of way would be completely healthy and they are still fat and don't take care of themselves, then you should be able to call it out without being called a bully.
Oh man, here we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Do I deserve more or less?
What?
Are you a man or a woman?
I'm asking you. Do I deserve more or less?
Well, probably less.
Even now, when my voice is lower than yours?
Even less now.
Where are you trying to tell me the lower voice we have, we deserve more? So are you trying to tell me that now I deserve a like on this video? can clearly see and hear that I'm a woman. Okay.
Because women only get in line when you have other women in line. Now, I know that... What was that?
He said you're not welcome on campus, prick.
Oh, look at this guy. Nice jorts. Nice jorts.
Hey, I have another question. Do you know who invented Wi-Fi? Like the technology for Wi-Fi?
Let me guess, a woman?
Well, yeah. So if it wasn't for a woman, your podcast, you wouldn't have one, and it wouldn't have gotten demonetized.
Oh, good one. Yeah, so here's the thing. We do direct connect on our pod, so
I don't care.
Wi-Fi is... Oh, now it's I don't care. Okay, great.
Hello, sir?
Make sure to hit the gym as well.
Sir? Hey,
Hey, just being honest, man.
sir?
You're... Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Sir,
hey,
if you're here to
the
have
girls
a
aren't gonna fuck you,
conversation,
man.
I'm trying to have one with you.
See, this is what I don't agree with him. Like, he is using the podcast and he is using, like, the knowledge or calling out the truth, being a conservative as a shield to just be mean and a bully. I mean, it gives me the ick. It gives me this bad feeling. Like, yes, I agree with things you are saying, but the way you are saying them are so mean. But on the other side, you are just pure mean without any outcome. Like, you mentioned fat shaming and bringing it so we can have more healthy people, right? But are you even talking about the health benefits of not being fat? Are you even letting us know the positive side of not being fat? No, you are just being mean. You gave yourself a platform to just bully people around and call it justice.
Like the... Look at this guy.
Sir,
hey,
if you're here to
the
have
girls
a
aren't gonna fuck you,
conversation,
man.
I'm trying to have one with you.
Like the girls aren't gonna fuck you, bro. White knighting is not gonna do it.
Okay, hi. Would you like to have an actual conversation?
This is fucking awesome. It's a learned skill that they need to develop to learn how to properly deal with women. So
Why
that
do
they
you
don't
need to
end
learn
up-
how to deal with people?
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I teach guys to avoid women like you, as a matter of fact.
Thank you. Stay away
Yeah,
from me.
yeah. Well, I don't know. You should be in the kitchen somewhere, but it's fine. We'll have this discussion.
What the hell are we doing here? How old are you saying to the woman to go to the kitchen? Did you just finish a Call of Duty session and came to this podcast? I don't understand this. How can people just like sit there and be like, yes, I respect this man and everything he is saying? If this is like the lowest he can come and say, like, go to the kitchen, like, this is funny, okay? If he comes to me and tells me, yes, lose weight, go to the kitchen, like, what can you say about that? Okay, great. Can we now like actually talk like grown-ups and talk about real political or social issues that could benefit people around? Like, bring awareness to something and try to figure out what is going on, what's the problem, how to deal with it, how to fix it. Shouldn't it be educational, helpful? Like, what is the point of your podcast?
Because a man's job is to be a leader and be assertive and convey information. Women, you guys will be quiet and make sandwiches. That's the difference.
You can make your own sandwich. If you need to take a crash course on how to talk to other people, you can take a crash course on how to make a fucking sandwich.
Anyway.
If you're such a strong provider,
provide!
provide!
You sound mad that, like, do you know how to make a sandwich?
Yeah, I do. Want me to teach you?
No, thank you. That's a woman's job.
I think you mentioned you have an open relationship, but specifically on your end.
Only on my end, yeah.
So you take the nuclear family, which is a loyal and faithful husband.
Only women could be sluts. We are the slut makers. This girl's over here trying to call me a slut. Hey, we're the slut makers, man. There's no such thing as a man that's a slut.
If you're a man who are going around like sleeping with any woman and everybody knows that, a real true woman who respects herself will not end up with you. So maybe you are not called a slut, but we should maybe make a name for such men.
Hey, so I really think your ideology is interesting. How do I apply it to my lesbian relationships?
Oh, well, you guys are useless to society, so.
Brutal. That's it. That's what it says. And like that's it. Okay.
If any of you guys call 911 and you're literally on the verge of dying, or you're trying to get pulled out of a fucking house that's on fire, and you see two women show up, you're gonna be pissed. I'm done. Just kill me. It's over. Two women show up, fucking Shaniqua and Laquina, that don't go to the gym and shit, stomach hanging out. Oh, we gonna save you. We gonna save you. Come here, baby. And then they can't even drag your ass out the house because black women don't go to the gym. Then what? Cooked. You're dead.
Yes, I agree with this 100%. Doesn't matter, to be honest, if you're a man or a woman in some jobs. But when it comes to a job that requires physical power and physical strength, men should be the ones that are chosen. And also not any type of men. There should be tests. There should be cabs. You should work out. You should be capable and able to do that and help people. It's people's lives on the line. So of course we are going to put them into a really powerful, strong man, Thor-like. All right, I agree with this. I don't want Laquina or whatever to help me out. I want Thor to help me out.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If a girl is your girlfriend, she is your main woman, and she's advertising her body on the internet for other men to look at, that is fucking cheating.
This guy needs to go a bit back in time. I do agree with the fact that women using their body as a job is very disrespectful to themselves, first of all, then to their family. But if they do have a boyfriend or a husband, that's even worse, because it kind of does reflect on the boyfriend or husband who you are with. And what you do, your actions reflects on your spouse, on your partner. Like, it does bring them shame if you are making a fool out of yourself. It doesn't matter which way, what kind of foolishness you are bringing to the relationship. It does reflect on them. So if they do have self-esteem and self-respect, they would not allow that. They would not like that.
Who is the most successful man in the world? Just give me your answer. If you have to name a couple of them.
I was gonna say, like, from a financial perspective.
Yeah, sure, full stop. If I said who's the most successful man in the world, who would you
could
say?
like the richest guy in the world, who would be Elon, even though it pains me to say that. But
okay, no, but that's the right. You would say Elon, or you would say
something based on meritocracy, finances, and
you would
status.
say Jeff Bezos. Precisely. Everyone would say the same answers, right? Yep. If I ask you who is the most successful woman in the world, what would you say?
That's where it gets true. Yeah,
right.
I see what you're saying.
Like, what is it? Like, off the top of your mind, like what are the names that come to your mind?
Yeah, it's an ambiguous, like, you're like, okay, well, are we going to go off career? Are we going to go off where?
But most people would say like Taylor Swift or Oprah. Mm-hmm. These women are nowhere near the richest women in the world. Nobody knows the name of the richest woman in the world. Mm-hmm. And so I go about through this in my chapter. Yeah, you'd say Beyonce. I'm like, these are the names that you would say off the top of your head if I asked you who's the most successful. Nobody knows. Everybody knows the names of the most the richest men in the world, and yet nobody knows the names of the richest women in the world.
Good
right?
point.
Nobody knows the names of them. And the answer is a Russian woman. And I talk about this in my book. I'm like, nobody knows her name. And the women that you do name actually all tapped into their femininity. Taylor Swift was writing songs about relationships. Mm-hmm. She was writing songs about looking for love, and women flocked to this. Yeah. Oprah was communicating to the housewife, right? She was speaking about issues. They're tapping in actually to the one thing that actually you think they're standing against. Oh, they're the ultimate feminists. No, they tapped into their femininity and found success, actually. Ooh. And women do not, when we think about success, we don't measure it in terms of finances. That's why these women, we think, are the most, quote unquote, successful women in the world. Mm-hmm. Whereas men naturally think finances. Oh, it's Jeff Bezos, it's Elon Musk. So I do a chapter and I speak about that in my book about who the richest woman in the world is. And then the next 10 women who are the richest in the world are all rich because of who they divorced, right? Yep. Yeah. So what is the picture that we're recognizing here? We don't measure success in the same terms as men measure success, nor should we. And it's important for women not to think that becoming financially rich somehow means that you are successful or that you have triumphed something in life.
That is so true, because so many women who do end up chasing a career and succeeding and having the money, they are the same women who go on TikTok and complain how they cannot find the right person, how they are not happy, how they are not satisfied, how they feel lonely, even though they have the career, they have the money. But that doesn't give them the same pleasure. They don't feel successful. They feel like they are missing something. And I do genuinely think that this something they are missing is a family to nurture and love, to create a family, to be a mother. I think that for me is a bigger success for a woman than to be financially independent.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
You'd be single.
Can you cook?
That's irrelevant.
No. Can you cook though?
I mean, can you fight? Let's ask pointless questions.
How is it a pointless question? I'm trying to get to know you.
Because that's your job.
What's my job?
To make sandwiches.
Did he actually just say, my job is to make sandwiches?
How am I going to fight off the intruders if you don't make sandwiches? I need sustenance.
Just learn how to cook at this point.
If you hate women so much, why don't you just date men?
I never said I hate women.
You said women deserve less. Isn't that hating them? Why don't you just date men?
Number one, I don't hate women. And I like how you immediately came to that conclusion. I think if anything, we need to give women less because we care about them. Women want a guy that is attractive. And attraction a lot of times comes from you being dominant and assertive and not necessarily listening to everything that she wants. And you're being a boss. So I think you're actually doing her a service by making her work for your validation, your attention as a man.
That's just your preference. I don't know how many women you've met like that, but, like, not all women are the same.
The reality is most women don't want to be in a relationship with a guy who isn't competent, leadership traits, attractive, tall, good shape, etc. Women want a guy
That's
that
what
has
you
his stuff
want in a
together.
man. Why do you keep describing what women want in a man? Like, you're just...
Because it's a fact.
It's
Biological
not a fact. You're describing what you want in men.
Okay,
There's
good
truth
one.
in
Yeah, I
that.
mean, it's kind of been shown throughout time that women have a pretty narrow attraction trigger base of what they like in men.
And you have a narrow attraction trigger base, too. You just want women with 0 body counts and all that.
Okay. That's not what I said. I think you're misrepresenting my position, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you like men.
Okay, good one.
I do like this girl, but yeah, she just want to call him gay in different words, which is not bad, but he probably is not gay and he hates to be called that for some reason. Anywho, I don't know a lot about his opinion about women, besides that women need to be in the kitchen and they need to work for a man's validation, and that will help them out to be even a better woman. But let's move on. Maybe we learn more.
Women don't really mature until they stop getting attention from the opposite gender. And this perfectly represents that once again. And the thing with women, right, that kind of sucks for them, is they don't realize they fucked up until it's too late. At least with us, like, we constantly have reminders as to why we're losers. Women don't have that. So what's up happening, and it's actually, I would argue, even worse for them, because since there's nothing to tell them that they're losers or they're fucking up or they're being stupid or whatever, they go through life completely unaware and oblivious to what needs to be done to get wifed up. Because they think, oh, pursue an education, make money, become successful, dress provocatively, put myself out there on the internet, date as many men as I can, exercise our perk to the highest degree. They think that this is like a viable sexual strategy to get the man that they want. But the problem is that that doesn't work. And by the time they wake up and they're in their late 20s or early 30s, it's like too damn late. You know? They've pissed away a lot of their value.
There is truth in that, but I genuinely think that a message like that should come from another woman. Once a man says it, it sounds differently because it brings hostility into it, and then women would start getting raised to hate on men who are telling them these things, even though it's true. What I think is that women have created this bond between each other where they are taking it easy on each other, where they have like a support system, and instead of like telling another woman the truth, the brutal, harsh truth, they don't say it. They say it in such a nice way, or even don't say it at all. They lie just to make another person feel better in the moment. They create a lie, which is also really mean. I think women should be capable of telling other women the harsh truth without being criticized for it.
Is it easy for a woman to get sex?
Is it easy for a woman to get sex?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Is it easy for a man to get sex?
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's hard.
it is.
Yes,
it's
you can
way
pay.
harder.
I feel like you've had a really bad experience with getting women, because I know so many people that can just have sex.
Okay, you know what? Let's have fun with this if you think it's so easy.
Go on.
I'm the girl. How you ever gonna riz me up?
What a shit question. I'm not a man. I would never riz you up.
I thought you said it was easy.
Yeah, because
It's easy. Riz me up.
I'm not a man.
I'm the girl.
I
Riz
don't
me
know how
up.
to riz people up.
Oh.
What the fuck? I wasn't here for that.
See, guys, I told you, girls have no game. She failed with rizzing me up.
Did you just ask me to riz him up? I think he's a bit gay. That's why he wanted to act like a woman. I knew it. I called that one, guys. But it is easy, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You go on a date, you date a few,
What
get
does it
to
take
know
to
the
get a date?
person. You just ask a girl on a date.
It's that easy.
If you're going for high value
Do you go on a
women
date
and you're
with every
ugly,
single guy?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay.
Would it be fair to say that you are very picky on who you go on dates with?
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Very
You
fair.
just proved my point. Point proven once again.
You are talking about sex and not dating a person, going on dates. To get sex is pretty easy, all right? You just have to pay for it. So this has nothing to do with anything. What are you trying to say? That women are hard to get and hard to give you sexual needs? Like, what's the point of this conversation? And why are we like diminishing what a man wants in a woman? Why is it all about sex? Why are we talking about that obstacle and making it like a problem and how to deal with it? I think dating the right person and going on multiple dates with the same person is the problem. Sometimes men cannot even be able to go on one date, let alone a follow-up date with another woman. And we need to talk about why. Why is that a thing?
Why do you not see yourself ever being able to fall in love with a woman? You said that you'd have love for one, but never fall in love with one.
Because all rationality and objectivity goes out the window once you fall in love with a woman as a man.
So you are scared.
And that's when you open yourself up and you become susceptible to making really bad decisions, like hitting a woman or attacking a woman because of your emotions blinding you.
No, that's just... What do you mean? If you are so in love with a person, you're just going to be able to hate her because you are so blinded with your emotions? A successful man is a man who is capable of feeling love and all of these really deep, strong emotions, but having control over them. Being able to be in control.
But men are really good at being stoic. So they should be able to like...
You lose that stoicism once you fall in love with a woman.
I don't think so.
You do. Because the reason why is because men love women for real. Like, we don't love women on like what they provide.
Mm-hmm.
We love women ideally. Like, it's the closest to idealistic loving that you're gonna get,
Mm-hmm.
right? Don't get it twisted. Women love men too, but they love men for different reasons.
Yeah.
But the way that a man, if the love isn't reciprocated or the man doesn't feel that appreciation or he feels some type of way, the negative ramifications that can manifest from him not getting what he thinks he deserves from that woman can manifest in very violent and terrible ways.
I haven't seen a lot of those examples. I mean, yes, there are crazy people out there who do crazy stuff. But if we are talking about relationships, in the majority of time, when a man loves a woman and the love is not back, I don't see them becoming the villain of that relationship. I actually feel sorry for them because they take the minimum and they accept the minimum and they hope for the best for the future, which is also pretty bad. I wish they know that they deserve better and that they can just move on and find someone that deserves them and deserves their love. But to tell me that the majority of the time, if a man doesn't get the love back, they become Thanos and a villain, like, no. I don't agree with you.
You don't have to obey your man then.
Nobody has to do anything.
Your husband. Okay, well, he also doesn't have to be better than you in every regard, but he is, right?
No, he doesn't.
And he also doesn't have to be your boyfriend, but he is. So I find it interesting that you'd rather obey a boss that doesn't care about you versus a guy who has a vested interest in you.
I'm gonna just say okay.
I'm just asking, like, well,
No,
do you not see?
No.
Okay, why do you not understand?
I don't. I'm lost. Like I don't.
Can
know
I explain
what
to
you're
her?
saying.
Okay, you have two scenarios. You got a guy that meets your requirements, right? That's where you're with him. He's tall and attractive and fulfills needs, right? Then you have a boss. The boss doesn't care about you as much as your boyfriend.
Right.
But you are more obedient to your boss.
I have to be. That's my boss.
Why do you not have that same have to be mindset with your man?
My man doesn't. Like it's two different categories. You
Your
can't
man
compare
pays your
them.
bills,
It's
he pays
not-
the rent, he pays everything.
So here's the thing, and I kind of...
Oh, okay. I was about to disagree, but then I heard that he pays everything.
I wanted to get that out of you because a lot of women have that mindset that you have where they would rather obey a boss at a job. They'll show up on time, wear a uniform, do what that random person says, but they won't obey a man. And I think that's very backwards thinking, and this is why so many Western women end up staying single, not getting married. Or if you do get a man, you're not able to keep him long.
I mean, if that man is paying for everything and you are his wife, why are you even working? Why do you even have a boss? Right? Then you should just like be the wife to that man and give him whatever or provide him whatever he wants and needs. But if both of them are working equally, both of them are in an equal type of situation financially especially, it is different to obey a boss. You will lose a job. But why would you obey a boyfriend who would even maybe tell you not to go to the job that feeds you? You know, like, you should not do that. You have a mind, you should think. You know, you should not just obey what someone else is saying. Like, it doesn't mean that they are smarter or better than you just because they are a different gender than you are. I think this mindset makes no sense whatsoever. We are all living in a different world and a reality that this doesn't apply to.
Bad situations.
When women make their own money, the last thing they want to do is support a man. Last thing they want to do is support a man.
Believe it or not, no. When women make good money, they don't. When women make money, they don't need a man because they make enough money. They have.
Okay, repeat that sentence again.
When women make enough money, they don't really need a man.
Okay, say that one more time again.
When
women make what? What did you say? When women make money?
Enough money, they really don't need a man.
You do understand your sentence just defeated your entire argument, right?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But
Really,
that's what I'm saying.
It did. It did. It so did. Because what do you mean that you just need a man for the financial gains? What do you mean that the only reason you need a man is for him to pay your utility bill? This is the problem. This is what we need to change. The opinion of women thinking like that. That's a huge problem. That's why men don't want to deal with women like this. And rightfully so.
Who is most domestically violent towards women?
Surprisingly, it's actually women.
It's not.
Yeah, no, actually, no. So
I think
check this
women
out.
are towards
the
men,
highest,
but not towards
domestic
women.
violence actually occurs a lot of the times between same-sex individuals who are women. And then the other thing also that's interesting is, because they did a whole meta-analysis on this, what they found was when there's violence only going one way, where one partner is beating on the other, is typically women to men. They're beating on the man.
Yeah,
But
I heard that
the majority,
too.
obviously, of like domestic violence is they beat on each other. So it's two-way. But when it's only one party attacking another, it's the woman to the man most of the time. So, you know, I think that's
Yeah, they
a
think they can
misconception
get,
that a lot of people have, where, you know, people
they can
think
do
that,
it
men are
because
just
they're
beating up on women
weaker.
or whatever. It happens, but I don't think it's as prevalent as people try to say. And you know, this is like feminist propaganda to push certain things out and get certain legislation going or whatever. But the reality is that it's really the women that tend to be more violent with that stuff, because women don't have a proper concept of violence. I'll explain this, right? So the thing with men, right, is when men deal with each other, there's already inherent respect to a degree, because we understand that we're capable of killing each other, right? Because we have the physicality to do so. Women don't understand this that much, right?
True.
This is why, like earlier, I'll give you an example. When I was out doing the thing, the people that were heckling me the most were women, right? And the reason why they did that is because women don't understand the concept of violence and consequences, repercussions for talking shit, because women don't get punched in the face by men, luckily, right? But men do. So if you say the wrong thing to a guy, you know that there might be a physical confrontation that can end your life. Women don't understand this concept for a multitude of different reasons, because, you know, obviously we live in a civilized world. Men don't really attack women like that, which is good. Women, when they do fight with each other, they're weak, so who cares? So in general, women don't have a proper concept of violence. So this is why they tend to be more violent, because they don't understand the consequences and ramifications of it.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that they should understand the consequences by being punched in the face. I just hope that they understand that if there was a case where a man would use his strength, like you are using your strength, he is gonna win that argument. No matter what, he is gonna win it. So I don't think it is even in any kind of way polite or respectful to go and attack another man just because you're a woman and you think it will not hurt him as much. Because believe me, emotionally it does. Maybe not physically as much, but emotionally it does. And emotions also matter. Truly, they do.
A woman's kryptonite is shame. That is their kryptonite.
And we took it away.
If
It's
you
a
look at
shameless
feminism,
society now.
The foundation of feminism in of itself was to destroy the institution of shame. Shame has been the main kryptonite for female since the beginning of human society. If you're a slut, shame. You cheat on your husband, shame.
Yeah.
You don't have a child, shame. You don't have a family, shame. You divorce your husband, shame. And that's what's kept women in line. Obviously, the shame might have come from different institutions. Maybe it was religion. Maybe it was a family. Maybe it was a society.
Yeah.
Maybe it was friends. But the shame has been the shackles of female it kept female in bay. But feminism has done everything in its power to destroy shame in every regard, right? Whether it's shame of wanting to make money, or it's shame of wanting to pursue an education, or not having a family, or holding out on having a family till later, or destroying the shame that's associated with older women that are single. That's what it's been. So when women don't hold each other accountable, etc., the reason why they don't do it is because to hold a woman accountable means you have to shame her. And that's every woman's like kryptonite.
And you have to risk shame yourself.
Precisely. It's like if you got two Supermans, right? And one Superman knows that our weakness is kryptonite, but she's exhibiting that weakness right now, and you have it here. You could pull out that kryptonite, but it's gonna hurt you too to expose her. So what do they do instead? You know what? No kryptonite. Let's just be idiots. And that's what it comes down to women.
I agree with bringing shame back. Definitely bring shame back. And I think shame would affect women more than men. We live in this society where women have become shameless. They are doing OnlyFans. They are disrespecting their parents, their fathers especially, their partners. They are divorcing men, making fun of men, taking everything from a man, and with no shame whatsoever. It's like they end up being the victim, and they end up being cheered for whatever things they are doing, like, you go girl, girl power, blah blah blah. Like, that does not work. That should not be working. There should be shame. And he is right, it kept women in line. I do not like saying in line, but it did make women work harder and respect themselves more.
As a woman, your job is to be an assistant to your man. Like, he's a star, you're not. Because here's the problem, right? When women are the star, I'll explain what I mean by this. When women are the star, or women are the focus of the relationship, or they're the leader, or they're the one that's making the money or whatever, problems come up. Because when women feel like they're better than you guys want something else. But if we feel like we're better than you, we want to share our betterness with you. That's why I always say all the time, like, guys should just focus on their career and making money and becoming the best version of themselves, because women benefit when a guy does better. But if you're focusing on your career and making more money, etc., the man doesn't benefit. We're going to probably lose you, as a matter of fact, if we let you be the leader and focus on everything. Like, don't share resources. They just don't. But we do. We're designed for it. If I make a bunch of money, I'll gladly build a home and, have children with you, whatever. Just don't be a whore. But with you, if you make the money and you're the leader, you're going to leave me for someone better, because it's in a woman's psyche and nature to want a better man.
Yeah, it's brutal how he said it, and I don't think it applies in every kind of scenario and in every way. It's not like black and white like that, but I do agree with him when it comes to bettering yourself, and it does reflect on your partner, and especially for women, if it's financial. If it is financial, like, men need to step up. They need to work or try or exhibit that they are trying their best to be better. Because if they are not trying and they gave up and they let the woman lead, it's so not masculine. It does affect a relationship.
I'm a model and like a part-time mom for my niece.
Wrong.
You model?
Like, you nanny?
Yeah, basically.
Where do you model?
On Instagram.
Nice. What about Vogue?
Not yet. We'll get there one day.
Well, I'm a soldier because I play on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, don't tell me that you model if you ain't been involved.
Women are inherently lazy. All human beings are lazy, but women have a higher proclivity to be lazy. What I mean by that is lazy when it comes to creating resources. Women...
I hope he is going to mention our bodies, our hormonal imbalance, our monthly weeks. Our strawberry weeks. I hope he's going to mention that we are not up and about every single day the same way that men are. Men don't have that excuse. We do have it. Calling women lazy just because, come on. Let's see. Let him cook.
See, what I mean by that is lazy when it comes to creating resources. Women are here to create children, not create excess resources. The man's job is to create excess resources for a family. That's why when a man makes money, he says, oh, wow, this is awesome. Like, a family can be dependent upon me. That's why we go out and build and create the beautiful world that we have now. Women, on the other hand, when they make money, what do they say? I'm independent. Of who? A man.
That's a bad woman. A woman who would create, financially would make money and say, oh, I am now independent and I don't care about my husband and my children. Everything that I made is for me and me alone. That's a narcissistic human being. I don't think that applies for every single woman. A real woman would be willing more than willing to share all of these resources with her family and create a better future for her children. I mean, that's the whole point of it.
She's not yours, it's just your turn, bro. This is why I tell y'all not to get attached to women, dude. Because the problem is that when men get attached to women, it manifests itself in a very negative manner where a lot of the times the only outcome that's going to come from it is violence. Yo, you have to have red pill awareness, chat. If you don't have red pill awareness, you're going to get cooked. That's just the reality of the new dating landscape.
It's the modern dating, yeah.
Reality, because, you know, they'll get back up on, like, you know, Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or one of these other social media platforms, and then next thing you know, boom, cooked. You know? She cheating on you and you're on the phone crying with another dude talking about, hey, B, what the fuck, man? Please don't leave my girl. A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, but a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness, man.
No, 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 no. A true woman would never sacrifice her family for her own happiness. That's so bad. That is so wrong. A smart woman, if she is not happy in the situation she is living in, she is going to reflect and see how she can make it better. She is going to work on those problems to fix them before giving up. Weak women are the women who give up, who get a divorce thinking that a new start is going to make them happy, a new plate, them taking care of themselves is going to make them happy. I mean, it is so important to take care of yourself first. That is true. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Take care of yourself first so you can take care of everyone around you. And that is true. But it should not come at the cost of other people. Especially not your family and your own children.
Can be a whore. Anybody can sleep around, and men do it way more than women do.
Yeah, well, actually, so here's the thing. Whore is a pejorative term. So let me ask you a question. What's your body count?
My body count? Yeah. I'd rather not share that on the internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's a reason why you don't want to disclose that.
Yes, because I have free will and I can say what I want. Thank you.
No, sure. The reason why you don't want to disclose that, as well as women in general don't want to disclose that, because women understand that their sexuality defines their value in the dating marketplace. So women instinctually know that their body count directly affects, and their past promiscuity directly affects their ability to find a suitor in the future, right? So when people use a term like whore, which is a pejorative term, that's attributed to women because you guys care about your body count because that limits your ability to find a man. But for us, the more partners we have, typically the more value we have. Because as a man, for you to be able to get a lot of sex, you have to bring something to the table, right? Men that have sex with a lot of women typically have some kind of money, some status, they're charming, they have something.
Can I speak?
Well, I'm finishing my point to answer your question. So men have to bring something to the table to be promiscuous. Women don't. So that's why it's not respected.
I think every woman here would agree that we don't want men bringing their sexual experience and sluttiness to the table. We want men bringing their kindness, their godliness, their honesty, their communication skills.
There's a reason why nice guys finish last as a phrase. Women say these things, but you're not actually aroused by it. You want the bad boy. You want the guys that are attractive, the guys that can tell you to shut up, make a sandwich, right?
I think you're stuck in 1950 and you need to wake up and realize you're in 2025.
No, that's precisely my point is we're 2025 and women have changed.
For the better.
For the worse, actually, but that's fine.
Did you know that a woman invented Wi-Fi? You couldn't even upload your rage bait videos without her.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Fantastic.
Yep.
If we had to rely on your guys' ingenuity, okay, we'd be rubbing sticks on Wi-Fi. Fantastic. If we had to rely on female ingenuity, we'd still be rubbing sticks together for fires with some Wi-Fi.
I think you should take up comedy. You're really funny. You're really, really funny.
I do it part-time.
Part-time. Seems like it's full-time.
Okay. I will definitely pursue it.
Okay.
Stand-up show coming soon. But yeah, men can't be whores because it is difficult for a man to be a whore, and whore is a pejorative term that is only attributed to women because it's easy for you guys to get sex, not easy for us. Men have to bring something to the table to get sexual access. Women don't.
Because women are picky and women aren't easy and we don't go for anything with a hole. Thank you.
Cool.
Proves my point. Proves my point.
Ooh. And why is the reason that there are so many desperate men out there who will go for anything with a hole? This is like the society that has been created for men. And I don't think we should blame women for it. I think we need to understand what went wrong and why is that the case. But the good thing is that there are so many men who just don't want it anymore. They will not just pursue anything. They have higher self-esteem and they don't care about it as much anymore. So now women are the ones who are less picky and trying harder. I think that men need to bring shame back, and they need to start being more picky, because that will help women to lower their body count and try to take care of themselves more and have a higher self-esteem, which is beneficial for everyone. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It started really ragey for me, like with name calling or catfishing and what's not, but it ended up with a lot of like opinions that I agree with. It is harsh, it is brutal, but there is truth. There is truth in so many things that he has been saying and preaching, and I just hope that people can say or take the positive from it and learn how to do the right thing and improve themselves based on those things. But don't take everything. Like, it really does kind of have a hostility into it. Those wordings could be misinterpreted. If you are a hostile person, you will take it as a, yes, I'm gonna go and do all the work because he said so, because I am a man and I deserve that. Like, no. That's not what he is trying to say. What he is saying is very brutal, very harsh, but in multiple occasions he said how to respect women and how to not raise your hands on any women out there. That's it. That's what I think. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you agree with him or not? Where is your position on all of these things that have been said? What's your opinion? I would like to hear more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye.
You are a farmer and actor.